So, hi everyone, I'm Lang Lang, and I was born in China. My first music experience was watching cartoons, and one of my favorite character was Tom the cat, Tom and Jerry. But I always like Tom a little bit more because he's more silly, so somehow it works better. And I started to play piano at the age of 3. And I had my first teacher was my father, but he was not very good. So after a year, I actually demand to change to a better teacher. So when I was 4, I started to really study, like kind of professionally, practice 2 hours a day or 3 hours, so I made my first recital after winning my first competition at age 5, so that recital really made me to have a kind of a dream to becoming a pianist, because I thought being on stage, it feels really amazingly natural and feels very satisfied, and I really love to share music to the audience. 1986, I was watching a live concert on television, and I saw Vladimir Horowitz playing his first concert after 50 years living in America and coming back to Moscow to give that concert. And I still remember the really touching moment was the Tremori by Schumann, the way he played. And I was only 4 years old, but I can feel the tension from the audience. They were so moved, and many people were crying during the piece. And people from all ages, you have like people like 70, 80 years old, but you also have the like 10-year-old girl there, and I kind of just really felt that music is powerful, and that's probably my destiny. So in '96, I came to America for the first time. And this is actually a very special place, the Stanley Hall. Wow, New York is really the world. And it was really stunning. And then I played the Chopin concerts in this building. 6 months later, I came back to apply for the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia. And then I moved to America to study. The difference between American education, in music, let's say, and Chinese music education in general is that for the basic things, I believe China is actually, the Chinese system is pretty good, because everyone start, if you are in the Central Conservatory or Shanghai Conservatory, the top schools, you have this professional training right away, like 4th grade or 5th grade. So therefore, in a way, the momentum was pretty nice in a way. But what China doesn't have is the international music theme, particularly in '96 or '97. Today, I must say, has been changed for a while, and the distance are getting smaller. But that time, almost 20 years ago, was huge different. And we only can hear best orchestra from the world once a year. But in America, as you know, whether Philadelphia Orchestra or Carnegie Hall, you have the best performances every day. You need to have someone who really understands how to perform on stage, and that certainly I didn't have in China. So in America, I had such an amazing teacher, Gary Grafman, who's who's the director of the Curtis at that time, and who's actually one of the best American pianists of his generation. So I had such a privilege to study all those big concertos and big solo repertoires with him, and in the same time to take lessons from the other great Curtis teachers. Every week we have somebody like really world famous or world renowned or amazing musician. After coming to America for 2 years, when I was 17, I replaced Andrea Watts in Chicago at the Ravinia Festival, and that was my takeoff. And that was lucky. And then after this Chicago concert, which was very lucky for me also, because I would not have the replacement position if I didn't have an audition for Christoph Eschenbach 2 days before the concert. I mean, this one really pushes, boundaries for me, and especially that concert was actually hosted by Isaac Stern, and as you know, what a great man he was, and how important he was to the classical music world. So that was kind of like you are a high school basketball player, and then the year later you are in NBA, that type of change.